Did you know that chasing a long-legged person around gets a little person stiff for a couple of days at least? Yeah, I'm still stiff today. It's like, he's about the height of Papa Cat, and yeah, I usually tell Papa Cat to slow down, but I couldn't tell this guy to slow down because, you know, he was accusing me of doing things to him that didn't fly, but they don't know I'm here. I wonder how long it would take them from them to know I'm here. Just sitting here, sort of looking into the door. Can you guys see in the door? How long do you think it'll take them to find me out? They even left the door open. Holy crap. I think they think that this is my day off. But since... Yes. Yes, we've got 15 minutes to go, club. You better get your butts in here. But we're actually DJing a older people dance because we have no alcohol today. So the bartender is going to have to give out Shirley Temple's all day, and I'm sure he's not going to be amused. So yeah, they probably think that I stuck to my schedule, and I would normally be stuck to my schedule, but considering what me and the BFF did yesterday, oh look, someone just walked by me thinking they knew what they were doing. Ooh, I gotta follow them. If not, this is becoming the style, and I'm so not amused. So, let's see. I can't walk like this anymore. Yep. I saw you. You've got cooties. Yeah, I think that was Cairo. Ooh, cootie boy. I'm so sorry. Thinking that walking by me would do nothing. They want your money. They only want your money. It's a cult. You won't be able to get out of there without spending $35. And if you spend that $35, it'll cost you about $280,000 to get to OT8. So is that really what you want to have to do with your life, is sit there in service to Scientology for the rest of your life? Because that's all you're going to be able to do, and they're not going to let you hang out with anybody important either in your life. You won't have a life. Your life will be Scientology. Run now while you can. There was somebody sitting at the bench. Didn't you see the sneakers? That's why I had to do the synopsis. So but did he run the minute he got in there? He must have. That's funny. That was Cairo. Totally tell. Super skinny and the beard. So his car must be up there. He must have missed it. But that got me out of the back too. But I got to say it to a person. So that's actually a good thing. So, hi, I'm Shinview. How are you? Carl must be hanging out where you live. Because we've got Carl all over the place today. It's very weird. Now, if I could only figure, see, my two softwares don't like hang out with each other. I do like this gimbal, but I might have to upgrade because I can't use two of the buttons. And that's not speaking like a Scientology, like a technology kid. That is just that I don't like the fact that those two buttons I could actually use. So she was talking to her as she closed the door, so I'm not sure what. But hey, there's a thing in the door. You can still see a knee. Do you miss your friends? Do you miss your family? You know that the ones Scientology said you had to stop talking to are the ones that probably do the most good in your life, because they don't want you to be influenced by anybody else but them, because it's all inclusive. The minute you join, that's it. There ain't no more. You don't get to hang out with people out here anymore. You only get to hang out with people that are in Scientology. That's it. Just Scientology. You're not allowed to hang out with your family anymore because they don't speak well of Scientology. And, you know, going up the ladder, and you think you're clear because of the Thetans. You're not, because after you get clear, they tell you, whoops, there's more clear to do. And then you get to Oath T3 and find out about Xenu. Xenu is an alien god who took all of bodies from overpopulation from 76 planets and brought them over here and dropped them into volcanoes that don't exist anymore. And out of those volcanoes, or they were in those volcanoes, then DC-8s because supposedly Elron said that Xenu's planet was the same as ours, the whole makeup of it. It was from the 50s when he wrote that Dianetics. So he comes by with DC-8s, drops hydrogen bombs, and then, of course, it explodes all of the bodies, but all the minds, or all of the spirits, or whatever they want to call them, turn into what's called a thetan. And then those thetans live inside your body and are floating around everywhere else. So you take your classes and read your coursework, and nothing comes for free. So you get charged for all of it. And then you get to your clear level, and then you become clear. And then you find out, whoops, there are a lot more thetans floating around, and you didn't get all the ones out of your body yet. So, and this is what I don't understand. If there are thetans trying to get in your body, but you're becoming a thetan, is that good or bad? That's only one of the confusing things that Scientology exists for. And you can't ask these questions once you start really going up the ladder, because then you are just causing mischief. And then you get in trouble, and they submit what's called a knowledge report. And that should pretty much tell you about it. It's like, knowledge is bad in their world. So ignorance is bliss. That should be what their motto is. And then you go up the ladder and up the ladder. And if you get to OT8 within 10 years, they'll be about 250,000. But they'll make sure they knock you back a couple of times. And then the little one comes out and says they found more manuscripts done by Elron that were not done before. Originally, Elron was against fundraising. So the people standing outside of the churches and handing you flyers are not supposed to be doing that, because the big guy said no. But he did say also, if you want to get rich, start a religion. So, and then when he died and the little one took over, he wants money. All he wants is money. This is actually one of the few historical buildings that has been kept up and used. He is using property as a tax shelter. Not that they have to pay taxes, because they basically bullied a bunch of IRS people into giving the organization anything they wanted, because they fair gamed them. If you want to know what that means, look it up on Google. Hopefully you're not too familiar with them, because then I would also take all the clothes off that you have when you get in the door, because you've probably been air tagged also. As a protester, there are some protesters in Austin, because there are protesters everywhere now. We've got New York, Texas, Colorado, Nevada, California, Utah, Vermont, Minnesota. The latest one is Tennessee, because we don't believe they should have a tax-exempt status, because they don't help anybody outside of their organization, like giving away money. They rent to people who give away money, which is ironic. It's very interesting to see, like in LA, where the food handout people, that give out food to people, they're having to rent event space at one of the main campuses in LA, because they won't even give them the time for to be able to give out food. So, and then they claim it in their little newsletters, which is really interesting. So you have them, they don't give out food, they don't give out shelter, they don't give out medical assistance on the outside. That's what you're supposed to do as a religion, is provide service to your community. And you're supposed to also provide service to internally also, which they don't do either. When people here, when they get old enough, they get farmed out to doing light janitorial or cafeteria work, because as far as the little one's concerned, they're not of any good purpose anymore. Even though I know someone who's 88 who can wrap me around a pole with all her intelligence. So, but that's okay. Old people are not worth it. That's why most of the people in there look nice, because Elron liked having nice young people around him when he was on his yacht. He stayed on his yacht 12 miles into international water because he got convicted for fraud in France somewhere along the way. They finally called her over. Oh my God, I haven't had to like say that forever. Okay. Let's see. Go against my pole. I was wondering when they were going to call her. Fluffy Pink Handcuff song? I know I forgot it. Freaks. I know I forgot it. Hi, Tuki. I just like saying Tuki. Tuki now. I would do that at home, but the girls would look at me like, what? What? What are you doing? Yeah, and Papa Cat is probably going to get in trouble. People near us who take in fosters, not the cat fosters, but the other fosters, they have puppies. Let's see. Hi, I am Rob. Hi, Carrie Ann. Thank you, Ocean View. I've had 5 up when things were going like fun in LA before the poop. So because that's when Streets and Jess and Chris and Helicat and is that it? We're all going at once and doing like 5 different things.
It's very common because you only really get.
Oh, when I walked up because I saw Cairo walk by me, and it's the shoes. He had nice dress shoes on. The same thing as it was on Sunday. He had nice dress shoes on, and I went, I wonder, because there are a few rather skinny people that are men that work here. So I followed him down, and I didn't like get loud because I just wanted to see where he was going. And yeah, he turned immediately in here. Usually they're trained to go down the street or something, but since it was him, and when he turned, I went, oh, that's Cairo. And so I was like, ah, crap, they distracted me. And so I looked into this store because this store was still open. And I went, ooh, pair of tennis shoes and shorts. Ooh, this is someone who came to sit down and is getting, you know, the propaganda. And so I started talking. Then they closed the door. And then I saw the tennis shoes still there. And I went, ooh. So I sat in and just started doing the ramble. And they took her away. So that's why I'm on the pole now. So that sounds, I'm a burlesque act. I'm on the pole now. To foster you are. Oh, that's so neat, Suki. That's cool. Yeah, it's so funny. My neighbor who fosters, she had this really beautiful dog. It was a Springer doodle. Everybody's making doodles nowadays. And he was way too high energy for us. It was just like, but he was so great. I called him Boing because he literally had started to boing. Something happened. He like lost all of his fur, and it was sad. But he came back to normal. But yeah, when he was getting better, one day I'm just sitting there talking to my my neighbor, and all of a sudden he just goes boing, and I'm like, holy crap. So this is what I have. Let's see if you guys can see it. It's a Sharpie chalk pen, and I'm going to try it out on this. Oh wow, somebody's really, oh, they had to paint it over real stuff. I gotta see, I haven't used a Sharpie like this in ages. I'll let you see. Usually I'm like on the side or something. And maybe putting it down. I hope it didn't sit too long at the, I think I got it at Target. Or no, I got it at Walgreens. Oh crap, that means it may not be. You know how sometimes you get a pen? Oh, there we are. Oh, cool. U-L-T. And since it's chalk, it wipes off. I made sure. So, I told you I'm no artist. I told you this is the only thing I can do correctly, is talk on talk on my camera, and I can barely do that correctly sometimes. Ah! It's not going to be one of those days, is it? Where my gimbal... Is it hot? No. I must have just pulled on it. Because I also have it on my...
Did you watch The Office?
like wrist strap. That way nobody can like knock it out of my hand and have it fall down. Not that they do things like that here, but you know. Yeah, if the cops come by and go, "What are you doing?" I'll go, "Chalk." They feel like, "Chalk?" Yep. You can come out here when I'm gone, guys, and wipe it off with a sponge. So, but it looks like I'm not the first person here, but that was just regular graffiti. So, here we go. How's that? That works for me. It's a good starter piece. A friend of mine has one. She does pole workout, and she has one in her quote-unquote dance room. So it's really cool. This room's got parquet floors and everything. It's awesome. But I've never tried it yet because, you know, knowing me, I'll throw out every part of my upper body. Oh yes, please guys, put on a playlist and put it on repeat, please. And do the shorts. The shorts help too, actually. And I always feel bad because it's always like Birdie's one short where I'm like brushing her, I think. It's only got like 50 hits on it. It's like, what the hell did I do wrong? Let's see. So yes, one of these days I will actually see if I could do like even a spin on a wheel. He's not that elusive, weirdly enough. I've seen him about 4 times now. So it's like, it's cool. So, okay, I think I'm caught up now. Yeah. How many hours do I have? I only have 20K on the shorts. And was it 15,000? Or 1.5? I don't remember. But I keep forgetting to mention, you know, like me and subscribe. I always forget these things for some reason. It's like people are all been talking along the way about we do it for clicks and blah blah blah, and it's like, yeah, I would like someone to listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying it for clicks. I'm saying what I'm thinking. So yeah, no problem. Anyway, Bueller, it's like it takes time out of our day. I have to drive. Other people have to like come up with conversations and things like that. It's like, yeah, I think we can, you know, did you think that Jerry Lewis didn't make something out of it? The telethon, he probably at least got, you know, a hotel room for a week. So thank you. I know I can. That's the way I think of it. I can make it. And I don't want to put up ads because I hate ads. I pay for this stupid thing not to have ads. And I have half of my malware stuff is to keep ads off my internet. So I wasn't going to put ads up for anybody because I thought it was like, wow, that would be just the epitome of hypocrite city. So yeah, so I've got my cult. Gonna find out what the rules are about the building because historical landmark. Ooh, that doesn't look good. Look with me, children. When did that happen? Do you see that crack? It looks like it's a pretty old crack. But that doesn't look like a safe crack in this world. That's interesting. Yeah, we're all a bunch of geologists too. I think geologists? Since I called all the flower people bird people the other day. I'm sorry. You'll get cooties. Poor lady. But do you notice, here's a little bit of classism here. Do you notice that the people who look a little bit more well off and work at higher parts of the club don't have the niacin walk? Do you ever wonder about that? It's like, I wish somebody would say, sorry, got distracted. Nope, I think he has a tattoo. Yeah, okay. It's the style. It's such a pain in the butt. It's the style now. Ugh, I hated the 80s for that. The navy suit and the brown shoes. Ugh, and the white shirt. It's like, yeah, I have a suit fetish, but even then it was like, those things look tacky. So, let's see. La la la. Oh my God, definite trouble source. Love your puppy. Thank you. Hi, my secretary. Where have you been? It was supposed to be really cool, hot here, but it's just humid now. And in a weird way, I could take the hot easier. If I had to live someplace where it was hot, I'd live in a desert in a hot second. I've been to Tennessee in the middle of July and I'd want to shoot somebody. I've been to Florida for New Year's and I was still sweating. Yeah, I went to New Orleans during Christmas. It was 32 degrees and I was still sweating. It was gross. I hate humidity. So, yeah, so definite trouble source. I love your puppy. I will wind up with one soon. If nothing, to keep Papa Cat interested or distracted. His mom does distract us a little. We worry. So it's like, it's what you do when your parents get older. And Lord knows we went through it for a long time with the beast because COPD sucks. But my dad's running really well. So weird. He's just a happy man. That's all I care about. So, oh, Vegas. Yeah, but that was easy. Remember, we were still drinking then. We went to Vegas in August. We actually stopped drinking at the same time because he has a weird blood disorder thing, and so his doctor said that was it, and I quit because I guess I was so stressed out. I had 2 Cosmos one night and threw them up across leaning over a meter. I looked at a couple of friends of mine and went, that's it, I'm done. Where you were, No Face? Oh my God. Oh yeah, Mr. Bartender, you have to be good today. We're doing a teetotalers because there's just been too much crap going around right now, and since I got close to it, I'm sort of like relating. So we're being good at least for today. So if you can get drunk off a cider because you're making a lot of Shirley Temples, then if you blow your sugar and you wind up getting into a seizure, we'll help you. Yeah, tomorrow I'm getting yelled at by my doctor. I know she's gonna yell at me. This is the one I call Dr. Kitty because she saw my kitty tattoo and she was just like, oh my God, that's so cool. And now I'm older than my doctors, so. Oh my God, Freedom Unit? Is that what you call it? Thank you, No Face. Yeah, I enjoyed my air conditioner for the first 2 years, and now I just feel like I'm killing the world when I turn it on, and it's really loud. So it's like, well, to me it is. So I either get rid of that one, fucking up the carbon footprint, and get one of the smaller, the new places are being built around us have smaller, quieter air conditioners, or I wait for it to die and drive myself crazy. Because of course, also, we had our HVAC checked last year and everything else. We asked the commune, so who do you use? And a couple of them had been there since it was built, so like 10 years, and they're like, what do you have to do with HVAC? And I'm like, oh my God. Surprised the building hasn't caught on fire. Anyway. Lana Lewis. Hi, you. Hopefully you're coming to hang out with the fuzz. Here come the fuzz. That's a that is taken from and altered from Flip Wilson show. Flip Wilson was a comedian in the 70s, or well known in the 70s. He had a show for a while and he was just way too much fun. So I think it was like a Saturday or Sunday one. So Monday at school, we'd all be walking around because he'd say, "Here comes the judge," and you know, we all wanted black robes one year so we could all be like the Supreme Court. It was funny. Kids are hilarious. Donette. Who is Donette? Is that a real? Is that a handle? Ah, okay. Yay! Yeah, guys, this is easier for me to do because I'm by myself or with people I will know as it goes along. Because I actually might start exposing myself to my real friends. Did I say real friends? In real life friends. IRLs. But yeah, don't expect me to do an interview. Unless Papa Cat can convince me, no, I will not be ever doing interviews. So it's like, everybody enjoy me and send that, screenshots, but Yes, we have days where people are coming in and out like crazy. I have to, Papa Cat, write it down so I can sub when I get home. He is working, but it's his homework day. Hi, KT. Yes, my mods, please, if you can, send me people that you know that might want to take one more channel. I think I've lost somebody for a little bit of time, so that means I only have 3. So it would be nice. I mean, if you guys weren't here, I'd just probably say I'm not listening to my chat at all. So, but Fuzz goes out of her way, and thank you, dear, because I texted you for coming. I knew it was a day off for me, and I didn't want to make Fuzz, because Papa Cat could half watch it, and he is very vested in this, which is very cute too. I think it's the only thing we really done together. Yeah, no, Flip Wilson was the bomb. Yeah, no, as I said, we all wanted to dress up as the Supreme Court one year in like elementary school, and all of our parents went, "What?" So, yeah, the things you get from television. So, yeah, no, I gotta find him. I know he's on YouTube. I think I came across him one day, but I was like getting ready to do something else, and I actually have a getting dressed playlist to get dressed to go to club, the concrete club here. So it's like, I think it was like, I don't have time to watch him, but I want to watch him, and I never put him on my wish list. So I think about him today. So yeah, you didn't miss much. The BFF, back in the old days when we were younger, we would all complain that we couldn't do something because our body hurt. Now that we've gotten older, it's no after you, no after you. And from what Papa Cat said, it's got the end of me going, "Didn't I tell you?" And then it cuts off. She has tendonitis. She had to stand around a lot all day yesterday because her car had a flat tire, the usual blah, blah, blah. And Ubers are expensive. That's all I have to say. CBO chasing. I don't think I saw the end of her yesterday. Did I see? See, I was trying to catch up. So I promised I would be caught up with my, at least my club mail. So, I could have been concentrating too much. So, but yeah, no, the BFF, we went to dinner, and then we went to the dog park, and then she got quiet. And I knew when she got quiet, no, because she wasn't even giving me shade behind me. She was sitting on a car, and she was just being quiet. And I'm like, let's go, because you are not happy. So, apology, yeah, I know. And then Papa Cat told me about me saying, "I told you so." And then I told her there's that at the end, and no, it was funny. So next week she'll be better. So far, I don't know if I've had her. No, I'm trying to think how far off, because couple of weeks ago, she had just come home from the dentist. And I think that was the walkthrough where I just said you didn't have to say anything. And then last week she was chatty Cathy, and it was like yesterday we figured we'd just find a table, and there aren't any tables around the dog park. So, because I even had my tripod, which disappears at the drop of a hat. You know that one thing you always lose? You find again, but you always lose it. That's the tripod for this gimbal. So I dropped her off and came home. But like I said, we were just like, we got to stop being nice to each other. We're not used to it. You know, it's like, this is what happens when pretty girls, quote unquote, get older, is they get nice. Especially with her BFF pretty girl. It's just funny. It's like, oh my God. So yeah, we'll talk about it this week and figure out what we'll do. She's into the walking. She really is. It's just that her body's not used to it because she hasn't been doing it. And the only reason my body is half into it is because Papa Cat will convince me occasionally to go walk with him. So, which I should be doing every day, especially for my blood sugar. Papa Cat, you have to take me on your walk today. I want to get it at least as normal as I can be. Oh, okay. That's interesting. So, I don't think it'll be fun right now. I think everybody's gone. Do you miss your friends? Do you miss your family? Do you miss your chosen family? Do you wish you could talk to people that you can't talk to anymore? Don't you wish you were out here enjoying the weird weather? This is weather you can go to the beach and not freeze your butt off. I think. It's still like 30 avenues away from here. You know, if you ever really think about it, do you know the day you became confused and haven't been able to really climb out of it since? Since you can't ask questions, and your auditors, I'm sure, evade if you talk to them about questions. So it's pretty much like I don't know, it's like learning a new game but not being able to ask how this goes if you do this. So you guys are stuck rolling the dice constantly with somebody else telling you moved this many spaces and you don't know why. So, and you don't have a manual next to you, or you have their manual next to you, which is a bunch of typewritten pages put in a binder, you know, and that's the way you're supposed to figure out how it works. That's what this is. This is not meant to enlighten you. This is not meant to free your mind. All it is just intimidation in a package called Scientology. That's all it is. And when you're done, you're done. Unless they can like break you down before you reach OT8 and make you go to OT5 or 4. You know, or 3 all of a sudden, because, you know, the cougar in the back room of theirs, you know, shredded all of the books and they found more manuscripts when they were cleaning up the books. You know, it's possible. Anything's possible in Scientology. It's like, you know, hanging out with someone who makes cartoons, because, you know, you can change them all the time. Or, I know, Scientology is a club version of Mad Libs. So everybody gets a different Mad Lib. It was great when I was a kid, but I don't think I'd want it for an organization. Scientology has Cooties and Mad Libs. I like that one. Oh, somebody said moose. Moose, 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 moose. I gotta get a moose head to put on the wall. They are stuffed animal moose heads. So they look like those big moose from like FAO Schwartz. It looks like that kind of moose. So it's a straight up stuffed animal moose. Okay, I'm backing up, guys, because I don't know what the heck is going on. Scientology took me for a nice walk. Yes. Let's see. Julie McGuire, did I get you? Hello. Let's see. I love this. Hi, this person, that person, the next person. Who did I miss? No, I'm not into spanking, unfortunately. That boat just passed me. I just liked wearing the leather. I have a moose in the back of the car. I always carry a moose, a squirrel, and I have my my volcano I got at Target. So one of these days, you never know when you'll need it. I know, but I haven't even really looked. It was weird. I looked at the Amazon wish list, and it doesn't make any sense. I think somebody made it as like a kick, because it's got like all versions of rice, and in the real world, there isn't all versions of rice. You just go white rice, period, end of sentence. It's like the Hanod, the Cali Rose, and all this stuff. It's like, but only 2 bags. It's like, what, only certain number of bags for certain cultures? I grew up with a Mexican family, and or my dad's family was Mexican. We had eaten everything from minute rice to real rice, which would probably be Calrose, if I remember right. So it's like, it doesn't have to be a specific rice. It's weird. Yes, he is the ultimate squirrel. It's weird. You don't even get the same rice every day. So if you like a certain rice, now you have to have this kind of rice. Yes, Katie. So yes, no, my doctor, she's not into spankings either. I'm just gonna get side-eye. Lots of side-eye. That, and she slightly like mocks me occasionally. Sort of like, right. You know, the doctor mocking. Right, yes, I know you do it all the time, don't you? Uh-huh. And that's when you just want to go, fine. So, yes, I'm reading the Jenna Miscavige book. I missed my book club on Sunday because Carrie Ann runs book club on Sundays. So I'll be there for chapter 2. I started watching the book club replay today. I get what a book club is about now, because I've never been in a book club. There usually weren't people in my age range who read the same books I did, okay? So, and I think I can participate, like, a lot for chapter 2. It sort of felt like people were reading the front and back cover and then talking about it.
Yeah. And I had an email with the CFO.
Okay, Peter dear. I think we get it at this point. We know it's BS. So, but there isn't, as far as I know, there isn't a way to report them. But if you can find it, do it. Because it's all usually anonymous anyway. If they ask for your information, don't give it to them, because you don't, things like that you shouldn't have to give information for. Or get a burner email account and do it that way. So you can still get email accounts on Yahoo. That should blow people's minds. Sunday. Yes. Yes, I know. And he actually came up and was trying to bull bait me, I guess. And I just looked up at him like, this is California, dude. Back up. Thank you. Yes, it was. I hadn't ripped out the R word in a long time, but he did. He was giving the flyers out to brown people, and I'm like, I am so freaking done with you right now. And that's pretty much when I guess he still just was trying to get away from me at that point, because he was like blocks into like residential high, residential skyscrapers, and it's like, those people aren't going to take your information. When I'm just sitting there screaming, "R word, R word, you are an R word." I have my cootie shot. Popcat has his cootie shot. But the problem is, to get cootie begone, you have to go to the island of Dr. Moreau. That is seriously from my childhood. So now we got to find out where that guy lives, because you never find out where he lives. So that was to get the guys into doing cootie tag, was that you had to go to the island of Dr. Moreau to get cooties. Cootie begone. There's two cootie monsters that are staring at me too. They're little. Oh my god. They're not little as in age, but size. Which in a weird way will show you the ones who've been brought up in Scientology too, because malnourishment causes height shorter people. So, you know, it's not like brown people, Mexican, native. They're pretty short most of the time from where they come from. There are some super tall native people, Montana, I don't remember, but you know, where my people come from, Albuquerque, they're pretty short. So it could have been like from mining or stuff, because you know, it's like no matter what anybody thinks, we weren't always stuck on reservations. I'm staring, that's why I sound funny. We did help people with their stuff. So I know all you think of when you think of native is all of them stuck on reservations and drinking. And it's like, no. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna read more. No, we didn't. It was so weird. We went all the way across to Chrissy Field, which is over that hill that's right there, and nothing. You can't drive to under the bridge anymore because now it's a footpath, which can be understood because the water used to come up, and I don't know if it ever washed a car off, but the water on like high tide or really nasty like weather would come up and just go over a car. That was part of the fun. So I wish they wouldn't stop. They're stopping, thinking. Or people with kids stopping in front of the board. Let's see. Short stature, thank you. Will's hoodie pocket. Ah, hello. Yeah, since chasing that guy around, I guess the dopamine rush to my head has not done great for my brain fog, which is real. I know, I should write all these things down tonight that I know she's going to ask. So, I'm going to have to walk up the street. Yes. Oh, that's okay. Go for it, Jilly. You can lurk all you want. You just have to make scary faces when you come up to somebody. Think of it as your siblings around you. If you had them or cousins, when they were lurking, they would just, you know. Halloween's always the time of lurking around the corner, and it's like assorted girls screaming in the house. I used to try to get back at my brothers that way. Holy shit! They had an appointment. I'm not going to say anything because it looks like he's giving you directions.
Oh, yeah. You have to go down that street right there for like 12 minutes.
No, I want to know the color of that behind their vests, because it's a gold, and all colors have what's called a Pantone number. And I actually, he's talking directions. He's not from here. He doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. He was talking about in minutes. I cut that one off. didn't even get a chance to recruit. I like being quiet on that one. He was not amused. He looks tired. He looks really cute, but no. Rawr, yep. Really? That's so weird. We have like high clouds everywhere. Yeah, that's the thing. If he wanted to like recruit, I totally did cut his pitch, because he didn't do anything but give them directions. Oh God, here we go again. Papa cat. So yes, I'm an artist. I need to know the color. Anyway, I support an artist called Stuart Semple. He wanted to use a black that another famous artist patented. And that meant nobody else could use it without getting his approval. So he went on the rampage, and he is now on black 4.0, which is a really big black. But to help fundraise him, I've got paint and powders in my craft room because I support him. But he did a Tiffany blue. He's still working on the black all the time. I've got glow in the dark color changing powder to mix with their primer. And I've got glass glitter, which I would be willing to send to anybody who would have. Oh wow, that's interesting. He's got a towel over his head. That's do you see that? Oh wait, no, he's trying to attract my attention. Forget that. It's like, you know what, the Chihuahua knows occasionally not to follow somebody, but something that outre. It's like, he's got a turquoise. He's walking with the person behind him. Walks by, I see the gold vest. Ooh, I've got to check that door. But yeah, that was obviously meant to catch me. And that was interesting. I haven't seen anybody there with dreadlocks before, so I wonder if he's new. He's tall and fit. He could be Sea Org. That seems to be what they are around here. Thank you. Thank you, Fuzz. Yeah, he's English. He's awesome. I think he's great. Hi, Eric Rowe. So, I know, this is the one time I wish the beast, my mother, was alive, because God knows she probably have a ball making me stuff for this. Yeah, it's my mother who is famous for making me a moire taffeta ball gown for the black and white ball in San Francisco in 12 hours. See, I think there's a hostel around here, so that's why we keep seeing these things. At the time, I'm trying to figure out, do they do that or do they not do that? So, yeah, so I have glass glitter, and I know I have no reason to be touching glass glitter. I thought it was acrylic. See what happens when you don't read the directions? And it's like half a pound. So it just sits there and is pretty. Maybe I'll just put it in like I'll find a clear container to put it in, and then I'll just put it all in there and see if I can make it into powder or something. But yeah, that was for one of the, it had to be like a relatively decent fundraiser if I bought half a pound. So, but yeah, I can't. But then he said, you saw it when I was coming back, right? Can't miss it, right? What does it say? It says cult. Do you miss your friends? Do you miss your family? Did you wish you had a purpose in life than trying to take money from people? all the time. Is that the way you want to go through life? No, I'm not blocking the door. Do you really think that life is just reading things you don't understand and spending money on them? You know, if you really just wanted to spend money for whatever, you should just get a cool purse or some nice shoes. At least then you could have, it would give you more of a return than Scientology, because you can't ask questions, and I'm sure somewhere along the way you lose your place and then you can't get it back. Then you have to pretend, or you just act like you don't know what the heck you're talking about, so they'll knock you down. But remember, when they knock you down, they make you pay for it all over again. So, you know, I have been told it costs about $250,000 to become an OT8. But if you have to keep knocking yourself down because you don't understand what's in front of you, probably double that, you know, because it's not made to understand. It is made to confuse you. That is the point. That was LR's point the whole time, probably, because he wanted to get rich. And if you have a nucleus of people who get other people involved and they all, the first two layers turn into zealots, then yeah, he can make a ton of money off of them. And if they have pretty children who are 16 and tall and, you know, look very athletic, then he's got all the other people he wants. And he could stay out in the water. It's a shame he couldn't stay until he died. You know, he probably hated going to Gold Base, because it probably wasn't a pretty place he was in, because, you know, at that point he was going to die. So I'm sure you guys weren't treating him well, because you don't treat any of your elderly well. You know, and then the short one came in and just flipped it all around and got rid of the people who were supposed to take over. So you're basically dealing with a grifter who got in at just the right time and has been supported for the last 30 years, 40 years by you guys, not ever completing anything that was put in front of them that made no sense to what they were thinking about. You should try applying any of that to your real life. Not your real imaginary life, your real life. Go hang out with people who are not in the org. You're supposed to be, like, curing them anyway. Nothing can happen if you stay there or only talk to people that, you know, you flyer for 10 seconds, which I've seen in action. You know, your guy even gave someone who was Spanish or didn't speak English an English handout. And she said she didn't speak English. And I asked your guy, did he speak English? And he said a little in Spanish. And I went, oh, so you don't speak Spanish. Shut him up, made him run, that's for sure. Or walk real fast, because he was tall. So, you know, all the pretty ones are tall, aren't they? God, all the pretty ones are tall, aren't they? Oh my God. I need to look this up. Let's see. Yes, I'm reading, sorry. Yes, yes. Oh, now we have to look at this. Vina Beck? Yes, Scribblings of a Con Man, definitely. Okay. Vina Beck, yeah, okay. It sings French Canadian to me, but hey. LRH left, you can too! Had to use that one, Vita. He's not coming back. You do know that, right? It's been past 21 years. So those bases you have, which I've heard have shrunk down to 5. I wonder what you did with the other 10? Because there's no place for anybody to use it, since they're supposed to be out in the middle of nowhere. So, and now you have his archive on some kind of written metal that takes up and 1/4 of the area that the other one used to, because it was done on hard drives. Probably tape hard drives too. So yeah, what do you do now? Who do you get living there besides Shelly and whoever her partner is? You know, it's like, do you think people really want to be put there? They might want to for maybe the first year, but after that, they probably want to get the hell out of there and go home. Because no matter how hard you guys try, humans are not stoic individual beings. They actually like to play with other people. Or do you just get them pets? You know, you can just sort of crawl into a pet and hang out with them for 12 years if they have to. But it's just weird. Maybe that's what it is. This whole thing is weird and it just doesn't make sense. And if it doesn't make sense, how does it keep going? Probably from all the property. You know, I bet you $1 million that all that property is in his name. And when things really come down, he's going to drop the whole lot of you, sell all those buildings, and run off to either his own island. There's at least one island near Florida that, you know, where they had that festival that didn't happen. Or go to a country that he pays someone off in, because he'll have a couple billion. So he can pay someone off and he'll go find a hill there and hang out. Think about it. He's not going to stay and wait for you. You guys are history. You're just pawns. Prawns. That's what I was thinking. That's it. Doesn't exist anymore. I will hate to see this building get run down because you guys all left overnight one day. I'm going back again. Let's see. Yes. It does seem like it, doesn't it, City? Yeah, are you kidding? Having those guys walk up to me the other day. I'm just trying to stay out of the tourists. Like, if you see me just all of a sudden be quiet, it's because I want them to sort of ask me what I'm doing. Yeah, it's Damien Day. Yes, Fry Festival. I watch that documentary every couple of years, or about every 6 months, and just go, dude. Oh my God, diuretics. If you guys make me say that, I'm going to be very unhappy. Yes, see, and it's guys like that. How do you get away with that crap? How can you still be out of jail? How come the celebrity got the bad rap, but the guy himself, there's even a documentary about him, and he looks like generic guy, and that's the thing. That's how they get away with that. I'm just sincerely surprised that there are grifters in this day and age. See, Papa knows that one, because I also watch him. Those types of things to look for psychological, like, how can LRH do this? You know, cults. How can LRH get away with this? Watching the Jonestown stuff again, because I think part of the brain fog has been pushing out all the Jonestown stuff again. My brain seems to do that, where I have to go watch it again to remember how horrible it was. But it isn't bothering as much as it did last time. So I think I'm just finally being exposed enough to it, or I'm just finally healing, which would be nice. So, oh yeah, no, I asked him to because someone sent me an email and said it was wrong. Yes, I'm reading, sorry. Blame ASL. Oh God, did anybody watch Rabbit's thing? I think it was yesterday, where everything was blaming it on Aaron. So I blame air on Aaron. You know, it's his fault we have air. So that was so much fun, just blaming him for everything. I blame him for dill pickles because I'm not a huge fan of those. I blame him for changing the formula to oil of Olay. The older women in this crowd will get that one. Yeah, could be. I mean, considering the highest I've ever gone is pure agoraphobic. So, which, luckily enough, Papa Cat went through, and my not a niece pretty much hung out with us during most of that time too. See, I know, wasn't it fun? This is so much fun. I'm just sitting there watching freaking Rabbit just talk about what we're blaming on Aaron. It's like, I could go back to say I'm blaming the gimbal on Aaron. Because, yeah, that was fun. He probably got a kick out of that one. And, yeah, we've all been so damn serious and had to be damn serious in the past 5 days. It's just like, and then the freaks come out and start messing with everybody. And it's like, I am sitting here thinking, what do I do today? What do I do today? I'm like, I'll just see what I do. And it's like, do you know people talking on their like little microphones? At least I have a gimbal and a phone in front of me. I have answered at least 2 people since this became like a real thing. I was like, excuse me, both of them are on their phones, but you know, their phones are tucked away. They're doing it correctly. And it's just like, it just seems like there are a bunch of, you know, think in the 70s, crazy people walking around talking to themselves. Getting jobs done. How about that one? That one's just funny. Yeah, that's the thing. That's a great way to put it. It bothers me because I care too much, or so much. Yes. So yeah, no, it's yeah, and I'm just like, do I really want to just bring it down? Everybody are just, no. I already said this is going to be Club Me, so Club Me doesn't put up with that crap. So I support everybody for everything they're going through right now, which is a myriad because life sucks. No, because life is hard. That's the easiest way to put it. Life is hard. And we run into things every day, but it doesn't have to be. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh God, no. Oh no. You'll get cooties from that shirt, lady. They were passing out shirts for Drug-Free World. They are turquoise. Where the foo were they passing them out? And that lady looked like she might have been in public on top of that. Crap, I'm gonna have to start paying attention. Or I'm gonna have to start at the Ferry Building. Because the one on Sunday said, oh, we're at the, she was about to say where they were, and the smaller, shorter guy said, look behind me, or something like that, so you could, you know, point out me. Crap. But she had a limp, so that's why it's like, she wasn't a whale, that's for sure. See, this is why I need an extra person with me. It's like, if we could get all the shifts together and then we could start adding extras for the shifts, that'd be great. Yes. All our hormones have flipped at the same time. And I wouldn't go near a woman who's got that. Yes. It's Aaron's fault. We have global warming. Are we going to blame Aaron for our periods? Hey, Aaron, it's your fault. I'm blaming it on you that we're all getting our periods at the same time. How about that one? So that means we get PMS at the same time. And as my brother said, you don't want to go near her right now. So yes, Aaron, it's your fault. You know, and then on the other side, I can blame you for menopause too. Let's just face it, Aaron. I'm blaming you for air. If we didn't have air, we wouldn't have to deal with this. Dude, maybe you should go to the doctor for that. Do you realize what you just said, Fuzz? Let's get this club in order. That's an oxymoron. I know a million times that the promoters are like, don't get excited early. Because it's like, then it becomes chaos. And let's blame Aaron on the phases of the moon. Let's blame the smog on Aaron. See, I'm being, I'm sorry. Poor thing. You have to have Cooties. You know, you can get Cootie be gone and leave. Cooties gets their attention, I bet. That's the thing. Yes. Okay, that I'm going to call it on. I'm going to go get Papa Cat a cookie, and then I'm going to go home. So, and I'm going to keep my mouth shut until it starts processing. So, I will see you guys tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. And one of these days I'll be able to have maybe classical music. But you know that the symphony orchestras are also copyrighted. So, Room Raid, yay! Audit LA, hell yeah. I love her. She's fun. Oh, excuse me. See, he's even bossing me around. I was just gonna put it up the street, but no, gotta have pyramid. My husband and me, yes, we're two 12-year-olds. We're used to it. Okay, there's the moose there, the squirrel one of these days. I hope there's one open window up there someday that I could stick a moose out of. So I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Go Room Raid, Audit LA, and have a good night. Ciao, Bellas.